Ay, 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 ay.
Here we go, the quintessential Guyanese meal, a chicken curry. This is my recipe for chicken curry, which is quite different than a typical Guyanese one. This is much more of an Indian influence. We start by letting our chicken season with ground spices that are chili powder, turmeric, MSG, and salt. This spice mix on the chicken, we need to let it rest for at least half an hour. And the chicken I'm using is actually roasted chicken. Now onto the garlic paste. For this I'm using about 7 to 8 cloves of garlic, about a half a thumb of ginger, and about a quarter of a thumb of fresh turmeric. And I'm pounding this with a pestle and mortar. You can use a food processor or a blender to do this. And at the end, I'm adding some dry thyme to that as well, about 2 tablespoons. It should look something like this. Now, what gives our curry that body? We're peeling and dicing one medium onion and uh, about two medium-ish potatoes. I don't know your potato size available, but I call this medium-ish potatoes. The easiest way I found to peel potatoes is just snip the ends off and then take a vegetable peeler and just make one stripe all the way across, and it comes out very quickly. Now we have those potatoes. If they're bigger, halve them again. We have everything prepped and waiting right next to our preheated canary. Here we have our chicken, which has been seasoning for about 40 minutes now, our onions, potatoes, garlic. And what makes it actually much more of an Indian influence is that I'm using whole spice. I have 2 teaspoons of jeera, 2 teaspoons of coriander, 2 teaspoons of fenugreek, 2 teaspoons of mustard seeds, about a 3-inch piece of cinnamon, and a whole star anise. These whole spices, as well as the ground spices I'm going to use, is what makes it more of an Indian curry. With some Guyanese accents, of course. So into our preheated pan, we'll add some oil and our spices. Let these spices toast a bit. It actually brings out a lot of their essential oils and adds a lot of flavor to the curry. Once your mustard seed starts popping, add your garlic paste. The garlic paste needs to cook off a bit to get rid of that raw garlic edge. Now to this, we'll add our homemade mixed masala, which you saw from the previous episode. Now let that cook a bit in the oil, and that will also help to bloom the spices, bring out some more of those essential oils. This is a very spicy, well, spicy in the sense of flavorful curry. Now add your onions and let that cook down for a bit. You want to see these little build-ups at the bottom. That's called fond. That's where all the flavor is. So we want to see a bit of that at the bottom, but don't let it burn. Turn your heat down if you need to. We add our chicken. This chicken is cooking down and giving off some of its water. Oh my god, the aroma in the air. You could just smell the flavors of this curry already. You could almost taste it. We add water. We need enough water to cover the chicken. Now raise the heat to high, bring it to a boil, and cook off about a third of the liquid. Now that about a third of our of the water has cooked up and our curry is resembling a curry, we'll add our potatoes, turn the heat down to low, and let this cook for about half an hour to an hour till the potato has cooked through and your meat is as tender as possible. Forgot to click record for the celery, but I add some frozen celery or parsley to the curry, and now I'm adding some round peppers. And what I'm doing here now is I'm tasting for seasoning. I purposely add a little bit of salt at a time to my curry because I don't know how intense it will be when it cooks down like this. You could always add more salt at the end, but you can't take back the salt you already added. I know this isn't the prettiest picture. I was hungry. I was very hungry. I was late. So enjoy the quintessential Guyanese meal. Some hot chicken curry on a soft, fluffy bed of rice. It doesn't get any better than that. Okay, guys, so please like, comment, share, and subscribe. This is Javid Khan from Khan Cooking, reminding you anything I cook, you can cook it too.